I mean, I think the mantra says it in itself. Life is too short to bet the under.
We're all going to lose, so life's too short to also have a terrible time.
There's no way to go through life. You're always sweating. It's never in hand.
It's one of the most simple sayings, but it's the truest saying. I literally want it tattooed on me.
Anybody who just bets the over is a sucker and a loser. And we also are lifelong losers.
It's more than just a gambling philosophy, it's a life philosophy.
Hi, I'm Trista Crick, Barstool's correspondent. When you're new here, there are phrases that come up that you've never heard before. One phrase that kept coming up within the bettors is life's too short to bet the under. So I sat down with some of the gamblers to get the scoop. Tell me about the philosophy of life's too short to bet the under.
That is a gambling philosophy I've had for a very long time. It's essentially boils down to if you bet the under in a game, you're rooting for no fun. You're rooting for a terrible time.
When you're gambling and you bet the under, you're rooting for no one to score. And it's not fun at all.
The under's no fun. It's miserable.
We're all going to lose, so life's too short to also have a terrible time.
If you bet an under and you lose and it goes over, you just sat there miserable for 2 hours watching the game. So you might as well just bet the over because your life is way too short to bet the under.
I guess the analogy is like you could work a job that is like hard and kills you and you make good money, but it's like in the end, what do you have to show for it? It's like your life is miserable. The under is a grind.
It's one of the most simple sayings, but it's the truest saying. And I literally want it tattooed on me.
What's wrong with betting the under?
It just causes stress. It makes you hate watching games. Like you have to view games in a way that's not the most enjoyable.
The under never, ever is over until it's 0-0. And even then, if the game's tied, it's not over.
Every possession, I don't know where I'm at. Now I think it's going under. Now I think it's going over.
Oh! That's a foul!
That's it.
Damn! Oh, fuck!
How did I not get that extra basket?
Because you were rooting for the under.
It's a tragic way to go through life. That's what it means. It is hard. It's very hard. It's the right thing to do. Like the under statistically wins more than the over because of what I just said. It's like no one wants to deal with that.
Because as a sports fan, we all want to see good sports. And then you add that with gambling. The only thing that really makes sense is to bet the over.
Yeah, and there's no better feeling when you do bet the over and it's just like touchdown after touchdown or three-pointer after three-pointer and you're just screaming the entire time. You get to root for both teams.
No one wants to root against people to not score. You see a touchdown, you want to be happy.
What else we want to do? We want to like watch Patrick Beverly like play defense the entire time?
I don't even know how people bet unders. It's crazy.
Some people like that, but I don't. I want to watch points scored the entire time.
So how does that play into like betting an SEC football game?
See, that's the worst because you know like Alabama, LSU, you should be betting the under, but that's where it almost gives you like when you do bet those overs when they're supposed to go under, it's unbelievable.
Once or twice a year, I'll have a week-long stretch. I call it the under flu, where I will literally just bet all unders and I'll become addicted to betting unders. Eventually, if you bet overs all the time and you lose, you're like, wait, what if I do the reverse? Maybe I'll win. But that's not how it works, but that's how you think it works.
It's something that, if I'm ever 50-50, I'm like going back and forth. There's no great saying for betting the unders. I'd encourage you to bet the under. So if it's like, if I'm really like, it's a toss up, I'm like, life's too short to bet the under. Boom, over hit.
It really comes down to like, there are under and over people in life. And the unders are the pessimistic assholes you don't want to be around. They kill the vibe. The over people are the life of the party. They like to have fun. They like to have everyone involved.
Do you subscribe to like over people, under people?
A little. I've fucked with the under a little bit, but I mean, I know what Dan is talking about. The over is an easy sucker, stupid, more fun like bet, but anybody who just bets the over is a sucker and a loser. And me and Dan both are like very big over bettors, and we also are lifelong losers.
I hate this pick, but that's why I like it. The over 72.5, that's insane amount of points. Insane.
I just hate the people that make fun of me for always taking the over when realistically I'm just gambling. I'm not gambling to make money. I'm gambling for fun. It's just a vice unlike anything else.
Plenty Balls is a big over guy, and there's some games like an Oklahoma or like a Texas Tech type game where it's just on at 10 o'clock at night and it's just blowout central, and those are the best games to bet.
You could argue being an over guy, you're just a sports fan because you just want to see both teams do good. You're just rooting for both teams, honestly.
Yeah, you're just rooting for the thing that makes sports fans. We want to see good sports.
The unders are the contrarians, the well-actuallys that you see on Twitter. The over people are just there for a good time. And so that's that. It's more than just a gambling philosophy. It's a life philosophy.